In a game, book, or TV show, what is the reason we can become attached to a character, even if it feels like they weren't in the story long? For many people, it's who they are as a character. This also includes how well they are executed in the narrative. The execution of the figure in the story is why they are seen as well written, and why they will become a fan favorite despite the amount of time they were shown. These elements that I mentioned can connect to the heroes or champions, as they are also called. This is why many cared about them and held them as their favorites, due to what they showed in their character in the main portion of the game, the champion's ballad story, and the diary entries. The events in the past and the heroes' lives are important because they tell us what happened before Calamity Ganon attacked, the characters' personalities, and the relationships at the time. All of these factors lead to where they are in the present. If we didn't know the circumstances in the past, we will miss what transpired during that time, which will connect to where the heroes currently are now. Too many, learning about their lives wasn't necessary, since they are no longer living in the present. For this reason, it is viewed that the hero stories were finished in the past. When there is a link to the past in someone's life, and we see what made the person who they were or who they are now, it's why we care and understand them, because of their history. In regards to the heroes, their stories did not come to a conclusion. The hero spirits are still trapped inside the divine beast. Their mission to defeat Calamity Ganon and their general wants aren't finished. In the game, an issue can occur because you can find the 12 memories in the story out of order. While someone can uncover them out of order if they would like, the memories can be discovered in the correct sequence when we follow the images on the camera. The other memories we find of the heroes when we go to their settlements are a part of the story, where we can see an experience they had before the calamity came, detailing their views and interactions. Yet, it is still able to connect to the story as a whole. With that said, we now continue the story as Link goes to Goron City. While Link is going to the area, fireballs named magma bombs can fall down. When Link talks to Chief Bluto, he wants to know what is wrong, because Bluto is upset about the divine beast, Varudania. He will tell Link, because Rudania is rampaging as of late. The eruptions of Death Mountain are becoming way more aggressive. That thing stops us from mining, and visitors decrease. What a hassle. Link can talk to other Gorons, and they will speak on Rudania. Bluto is a fearsome Goron. This is shown by him saying, "My name is Bluto, the boss of the Goron family, the most intimidating of the Gorons." As the conversation continues, Bluto isn't as harsh as he comes off to be. He is lost, wondering when a character named Yunobo will come back. However, he is frustrated as well, feeling Yunobo is just hanging around. Bluto was planning to attack Varudania, but due to his back pain, he could not. Yunobo went to get medicine for Bluto's back, but did not return. When Link goes to look for Yunobo, he is trapped in a vault. A magma bomb caused a rock slide, blocking the entrance. Yunobo is a fearful Goron, and in his personality, he panics, as shown by his running around. But when he concentrates and thinks, Yunobo will see things clearly. This is how he realizes Link is Hylian. To add to this, when there's a problem, Yunobo will think of a solution and assist in creating one, which is something we'll see more of in the analysis. As Yunobo speaks, he is shown to be well-mannered, presented by him thanking Link for freeing him, and being grateful for it. Yunobo will mention to himself, now's not the time for chit-chat, and he has to deliver the painkiller at once. He will say sorry to Link because he has to leave, but he says come see the boss afterwards. We get more information about him as a character, as Yunobo says he has a strong sense of duty, and he'll surely reward Link. When Link speaks to Bluto, he pleasantly greets Link, and even smiles while talking to him. Yunobo told Bluto Link helped him, so now Bluto is aware of what Link has done. Bluto soon gives Link fireproof elixirs. Though he can be harsh on the outside, Bluto will be appreciative. He is ready to attack Varudania. Bluto will tell Link that he drank the painkiller, and time to meet up with Yunobo. In his character, when there is an obstacle, and he is able to, Bluto can take charge right away. Bluto says he is sorry for this to Daruk, because he had to teach a lesson to Rudania. Apologizing to Daruk shows how he respects him, and doesn't want to display disrespect when attacking Varudania. Bluto's feelings for Daruk can be viewed as if he has to attack what's attached to a person. He doesn't want to appear like he is insulting them, when they are highly respectable. When Bluto mentions the hero Daruk, Link doesn't know who it is. Soon, while looking at his statue, Link will gain a memory about him. The memory will detail many aspects of Daruk's personality. Daruk is glad he can control the divine beast, and he will also discuss having pride as the hero of the Gorons. This tells us about his confidence, and that he is pleased to be their hero. His confidence is also presented by him saying, "I can't fall behind the other three when it comes to training with the divine beast." By Daruk feeling this way, it tells us how well he trained. To add to this aspect, it shows how Daruk can be hardworking. What Daruk says next is important, because it gives the viewer insight about what he enjoys in regards to the Elden region. He says to Link, "See, I love the landscape you can see from here." And Daruk will also say, "Look at those beautiful, rugged, and delicious rocky ridges." He soon tells Link that he doesn't know what kind of foe Calamity Ganon is, but he is willing to protect this landscape. Within Daruk's discussion of his sentiments for the Elden region, it is evident that he truly cares about the protection of Hyrule, which is a major reason he is willing to go against Ganon. In this conversation, we can see Daruk's relationship with Link. He talks to him easily and openly as a friend. You see this also when he says, "Right, my pal," and gives Link a hard pat on his back. As for Link, he is engrossed in what Daruk has to say. Daruk will encourage him by bringing up how the king personally chose Link to be the escort knight of the princess. And a bit later, he will say to Link, "Do your best, bud." Daruk, talking to Link about the king's choice, presents that he believes Rome made a good decision by picking him. This also tells Link that he is good enough. To help Link understand Zelda, Daruk begins to speak about her. He tells him, "Well, I guess you can say the princess is putting too much effort into it, or that she feels cornered." Before Daruk can continue with the conversation, the area begins to shake. Notice before that Daruk was relaxed and joking with Link, but after the rumble and the boulder came towards Daruk and Link, soon the events that had just transpired sank in, and Daruk became deep in thought because of the fact Death Mountain has been quiet for decades. He wonders if Calamity Ganon may return. In this scene, Link looks at the spot Daruk is viewing, notifying the viewer that he is thinking about the problem with Daruk. When the memory is over, Bluto will talk to Link. Though he is going to face Varudania, Bluto's back will crack again. Link is concerned and asks if he's alright, but he isn't. Bluto says sorry and will state, "But can't you go ahead and tell Yunobo that today's strike has been cancelled?" He will then tell Link where Yunobo should be located. When Link goes to the location where Yunobo should be, monsters are trying to harm him. After beating the monsters, Yunobo will state, "But say, the boss sure takes his time to come." Link tells him today's attack has been cancelled. When Yunobo asks why, Link tells him about Bluto's lumbago not healing. This upsets Yunobo. In general, he feels his time to get the medicine was meaningless since it didn't work. He wants them to return to Goron City since Bluto can't come. Link will tell Yunobo to wait and that he wants to board Rudania. Yunobo will tell Link not to say such reckless things and that he isn't Daruk. He then mentions that it's too dangerous inside. By Yunobo wanting Link and him to go back to Goron City and later telling Link he isn't Daruk, presents how he can look to, or when there is a trying situation, depend on others he feels are more capable due to who they are. Yunobo doesn't believe it's possible for them, so they shouldn't even try, thinking it still can be done. But Yunobo will think and realize it might be possible to go inside if Varudania is weakened. Soon he will tell Link Bluto has lifted the Elden Bridge, so Varudania won't come over. Yunobo remembers Link can use the cannon and comes up with a plan to be used as a cannonball to bring the bridge down. Link wanted to make sure he was alright to do this, and Yunobo will be okay because he has Daruk's protection. Yunobo is related to Daruk, which is why he has Daruk's power. Though Yunobo displays unconfidence, when he trusts something will work for sure, he will be confident with it. In this analysis, we have seen that in Yunobo's personality, when he can, he will think about how to solve an issue that has occurred, and even come to a solution about what can be done. Yunobo realized that if Varudania were weakened, it might be possible to go inside. He figured out how to lower the bridge, and came up with the idea for Link to use a signal, so he could stop or advance as they went to weaken Varudania. Yunobo wanted this signal, because if the sentry found someone, it would cause Varudania to react, and make Death Mountain erupt. He is always spotted by the sentry, and then magma bombs will come down. For this issue, we see as well that Yunobo agrees that whistling should be the signal. I would like to mention that if Link whistles to make Yunobo stop, the way he stands demonstrates his nervous and quirky personality. When Link and Yunobo weaken the divine beast, Yunobo starts talking to him about getting onto it. Link simply nods his head, and without any other thought, he jumps down into the crater. This tells us that when Link is on a mission, he is determined to finish it. It also shows how reckless and fearless Link is. After Link puts the Sheikah Slate on the pedestal, Daruk says to Link, "Oh, it's been a while, my bud. I believed that you'd come over here." Yeah, Daruk's words convey that he is happy to see Link. As a friend, he holds Link deep in his heart. Daruk discloses where to find the map of the divine beast. When Link gets the map, Daruk will tell him, "Handle it, my bud," showing he believes Link can take over the beast. As Link goes to each terminal in the divine beast to regain control of Varudania, Daruk states the following: 4 terminals left. Keep at it, my bud. 3 terminals left. Okay, hurry it up. 2 terminals left. Almost there. And 1 terminal left. The last one. His words convey that he wants Link to keep going and not give up. Even when he says hurry it up, he doesn't mean it in a rude way, but is to encourage Link to be faster. At the final activated terminal, Daruk will tell Link he can turn on the main control device. He tells him where to head on the map. Daruk also says, "But be careful, my bud," displaying his concern for Link. When Link tries to activate the main control device, Fireblight Ganon appears. Daruk tells Link it's a freak Ganon made. As Daruk talks, you see Link look seriously at Fireblight Ganon, letting us know he is willing to fight it, and he takes the fight as no joke. Bluto states, "I lowered the guard and lost 100 years ago, but knowing you," conveying he knows Link wouldn't do the same. He then says, "Go for it, my bud," encouraging Link to face Fireblight Ganon. After the fight and activating the main control device, Daruk's soul will appear. He tells Link, "Great job, pal," congratulating him. Daruk will thank Link for freeing his soul. He tells Link, "Man, what a blunder. I got busted without being able to protect Hyrule," which shows Daruk is disappointed that he didn't get to finish his goal. He then says, "And cause you a hassle too," blaming himself for something that he couldn't control. Also, while saying this, Link will look down. I don't believe when Link looks down. He perceives Daruk caused him a hassle, but he feels bad Daruk felt that way. Because Varudania is no longer under Ganon's control, Daruk can do his job. He will then tell Link what he'll do with Varudania. Daruk is going to give Link his power. He encourages Link to use it well. When he does give Link his power, he doesn't want Link to forget his protection is with him, ensuring Link he will be safe. Link looks at him seriously, showing us that he isn't taking what Daruk is saying for granted. Before Link leaves, Daruk will say go for it as encouragement. He also tells Link to take care of the princess. After Rudania takes position and aims at Ganon, Daruk knows how he can shoot Ganon at any time. And he will also talk about his shot, using Rudania when Link fights Ganon. We see how he cares about Hyrule, as it is one of the first things he pays attention to. Though time passed, Daruk still sees the beauty by saying it isn't a bad sight after 100 years. Daruk looks at his hometown, telling us it's on his mind as well. He shows concern for the Gorons by wondering what became of them after the calamity. Daruk hopes they are all doing fine and are safe and sound. When seeing Yunobo, he says how the landscape is really wonderful. When Link goes back to Goron City, Yunobo is there. In the conversation with him, Yunobo tells Link he feels like he has become more courageous. Yunobo told the chief about Link, and Bluto wanted Yunobo to bring Link to him. By Yunobo telling Bluto about Link, it informs us that he admires him. When Link goes there, Bluto is happy to see him. He says Yunobo told me all about it and calls Link amazing. Bluto will discuss how now that his back pain had healed, he was about to bust Rudania himself, but since Link stopped Rudania, he claims that it looks as if he's pretending to be in pain and laughs afterwards. This shows how Bluto can be lighthearted. He then states, Yunobo feels more reliable than before, and it's all thanks to you. This conveys that Link influences people. Bluto will show Link how the Divine Beast is no longer causing an issue, and now they can return to their mining. As a thank you, Bluto wants to give Link Daruk's weapon. Bluto brings up the Master Sword. This is something that is important for Link, and it is intended that he finds it within the narrative. However, because there isn't an update to the adventure log to find it as of now, we can stick to the main missions we have currently. Before we continue, we see how everything is better since Varudania is freed, by the Goron statements, and by seeing the merchant named Ramula active in the city. This is the end of the video. Next time we'll join Link on his journey to Rito Village. And now, I would like to give a special thanks to the following for their help. The translators Cider, Liviex Bobix, Impagos, and Suze for their time and effort in translating the characters' words. I sincerely appreciate their hard work. To Reverbnosis, the music creator who allowed me to use the song he made, that was played in the first part of the analysis called Love Lost, a Seer Remix. There wasn't any other song to fit the beginning of the analysis like this one. It's incredibly well done. The ones who worked on this thumbnail, Ilzap who did the editing, and Cameron for the coloring of the title. Both of them did incredible work bringing out the story's emotion in the image. The thumbnail was inspired by the work of Hucklo, who did an amazing job with the previous thumbnail, and Link, Evan, Litchi Games, and Ike Blue Flames, and everyone who helped with suggestions for making this analysis. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope it was enjoyable. Until next time.